First they ask you, where are you from? You say, I'm from Africa. And then, which part of Africa? And I say, oh, I'm from Kenya. And then they ask you, do you speak English? And I'm like, nakuongelesha na nini?
What's up, guys? How are you? Hope you're all doing fine, taking care of yourself and others. And we're back with another episode. And without further ado, let's welcome our guest. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Introduce yourself, tuambie majina yako kamili, umetoka wapi, Kenya, ulizaliwa wapi, things like that.
Kwa majina naitwa Catherine Muringe Ngatia. I was born in Nairobi, Kenya. In Buruburu Phase 1.
Wewe mtu wa Nairobi, hujatoka Nairobi? Hujatoka Geshagi?
Hapana, sijatoka.
Okay, Buruburu.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Buruburu Phase 1.
All right.
The same place, Nilienda Primary School, called Nairobi River Primary School. Then from there, after nimaliza KCPE, I went to Mount Kinangop Girls, all the way in Jabini. It's like 2.5 hours drive kutoka Nairobi. Sasa huko ndo nilisomea high school.
That's good.
Yes.
And you never had Geshagi? Where is your Geshagi?
My Geshagi. I think my mom was born in Nakuru, a place called Bahati. And then
I know Bahati.
Then my dad originally was born in, is it Nyeri? Ihororo.
So you never used to go Ushago kusalimia nyanyi?
Ushago tulikuwa tunaenda mostly ilikuwanga Christmas na New Year. Mnaenda for maybe that Christmas period, alafu mnarudi nyumbani. So hatukuwa tunaenda to stay for a long time. It's just a short period of time. Unasalimiana then tunarudi. But it was a really good experience.
And after high school, what happened? Did you go to university? Did you start work or something? You took over family business or something?
Hey, apana. After high school, I had to look after my brother. Last Bonetu, he was born with cerebral palsy. So he needed mtu kukuwapo na ye 24 hours a day. After that, that's when a friend of mine told me that she has this company wanatengeneza juice and lafu wanataka kuifanya sales and marketing. Ndio watu sasa come to know about the juice in the market. Sasa tulikuwa tunatumwa outside supermarket. So I worked outside Mesora supermarket. It is in Buruburu Phase 2. Hapo sasa ndio ilikuwanga base yangu.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your nickname, by the way?
Gige.
How did it come about?
Because as I told you before, my youngest brother was born with cerebral palsy. Sasa kuongea ilikuwa inaleta shida. So my middle name is Muringe. So yeye hangeza kuitwa Muringe. Sasa kanza kunita Gige. So that's why.
And you still Gige. Brought it along?
I brought it along. Then vile nilikuja, watu wengine wakaanza kunita Gigza. So ikatoka Muringe, then ikaenda Gige, then some people call me Gigza, I've got, But if ukinita uko nje Catherine,
no one knows you. All right.
Yeah.
Hiya, now that we are here in Australia, when did you make up your mind to come to Australia?
My ex-husband, alitengenezwa makaratasi na the system. So in that, akatuweka myself and my daughter kwa visa yake, and that's how we just managed to come to Australia.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And so now that what year did you come to Australia? Before?
2007.
Wow.
September. Yeah, it's been a long time.
How many years now?
14.
Whoa.
13.
All right. Yeah. How was the experience then?
I had mixed emotions kwa sababu I had a 4.5-year-old child. Sasa umepack everything from Kenya. You're going somewhere you don't know anyone. You just know a few people. And it was really, I had mixed emotions. I didn't know what to expect. But with all that, the journey itself was shocking. From Nairobi, then you go to Dubai, then from Dubai to Sydney, the hours, unbelievable.
And you have a small child.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It was really hectic.
I know things were different from now to then. How was the experience when you first arrived to Australia? Did you have somebody to host you then, you and your family, when you first came here?
Yeah, I had Daniel's sister, ndiye ndio alitu host for quite some time, which we are really grateful. So tuliishi naye for quite some time.
That's
then
good.
later on, that's when tulihama tukapata place yetu wenyewe.
That's beautiful. Na sasa venye mulikuja, kulikuwa na kazi that time?
The funny thing is, I was so lucky because kwenye sister-in-law yangu alikuwa anafanya kazi, she, like I was less than a week old in Australia. So when I went for the interview, nilichukuliwa immediately.
Wow.
So in a week's like
Ulikuwa na kazi?
Yeah, in a week's time nilikuwa na kazi.
Na sasa nikurudishe tu nyuma kidogo. Venye umekuja na mtoto, I know huku Australia they are so strict na venye kuacha mtoto, hauwezi acha mtoto hivi, lazima kuwe na care, umpeleke daycare. How was it? Was it easy for you to operate between kwenda kazi na kupeleka mtoto daycare, ama kuna mtu alikuwa na kuangalilia mtoto?
That was the hardest thing kwa sababu in Kenya there are so many people that like you have friends, you can even unaweza wachia neighbor achunge mtoto, but here it was really difficult because you need someone like there to look after the child. So when we came, nikapeleka Marianne like for an interview in a Sutherland public school. Sasa immediately akaanza shule. So from there we had to maneuver like somebody to either drop her off or pick her up. Sasa lazima tungetafuta mtu in between because lazima mtu angeenda kumchukua.
I know.
But the best thing about Sutherland Public School, they had after school care, which like was a savior. Ilitusaidia sana.
After a while, how was the experience in general? Ulianza kusikia umesettle when? After an year, 2 years, 2 months?
I think after 3-4 years, I wasn't settled 100%. Because living in Australia, maisha, it's really different compared to back home.
It is.
The culture is totally different. The people you work with, your friends, like the whole environment ilikuwa totally different compared to back home. Like here, it's like time oriented. At this time, you're supposed to do this. Each time, like time ndio ina maisha yako itakupeleka
inakupanga.
But Kenya unaamka like
freelance. Yeah, it's a new land.
It's a new.
Na sasa your first job, you said it was in aged care, right?
Yeah, in aged care.
Are you still working the same industry or what?
Same place.
Oh my God.
I haven't left.
Oh my God. How many?
Since 2007, end of September, and I'm still there.
Wow.
To date.
Do they recognize that like commitment? Do they?
Yeah, I got the 10-year long service leave na nikapewa ka gift kako somewhere hapa juu.
I can see it. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
How was your first experience? Umeingia kazi, umeambiwa hii ndio job yako, you're supposed to do this and this. Did you find it confronting or were you okay with it?
Ilikuwa a bit confronting kwa sababu una deal na the elderly and they are from back in 1920s, 1930s there. Now umekuja like from a third world country. So natry kuongelesha. The worst thing was my accent.
Oh my God.
You try and say a simple sentence. How can I help you or something? Really a very simple sentence. But that lady, atashinakana kambia, what did you say? Because she anajaribu her best, but she cannot understand what you're trying to say. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa like it was really hard for me. Napo una feel ni kama you're not providing the care that you're required to do, but una feel like you're trying your best. Unatumia verbal, non-verbal communication, but still it's like there's a communication breakdown in between. But it took me a long time to say urban. Urban, because
I'll call it urban.
Yeah. First they ask you, where are you from? You say, I'm from Africa. And then which part of Africa? I'm from Kenya. And then they ask you, do you speak English? And I'm like, nakuongelesha na nini?
Exactly. Did you know that you have an accent before you came here?
No.
Thank you. Welcome to my world.
I was like less than a month old at my work. And then we had this lady, I think she's from England. She was mpaka wa leo, she's a very sarcastic type of a person.
Oh my.
So I'm working with her. Then she looks at me and goes, "Hiya, so in your country, do you work with the lions?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. I have a pet lion." And I'm like, literally, if you, because the way she asked it, maybe I shouldn't think you're offended, but I got offended like the way she asked it.
Yeah. Why didn't you choose to go to disability rather than working in aged care? As in, you'll grow more to know how to take care of your brother when you're still doing the job.
Yeah. Nilimchunga for 3 years, but my heart, because my brother passed away in 2014.
He did pass away. Sorry
Yeah,
about
just
that.
before he turned 30. And what he went through, my heart just couldn't take it. That's why I've never had a heart to do
The
disability. I really want to, but I've never had that. I don't know. I've never had the heart to do it. Maybe in the near future I might change my mind.
Venye ulikuja Australia, kuna vitu ziliku-confuse sana.
Oh my God, my worst experience is going on McDonald's drive-through.
Talk about that.
When we went that drive-through, nilikuwa mimi and my daughter. So I just went, una order. So I just said what I wanted. And that lady said, "What did you say?" So I had to say it again
All over
and
again.
and again. She got so angry. She told me, "Can you drive through, please?" Like, I tried to say what I wanted, but Angie understand like at all.
Labda wewe ulienda kuuliza mandazi. What were you ordering? Can you remember the order?
I think it was a McChicken meal.
So what happened? How did you resolve that issue? Did you go to the counter?
No, I had to go through the drive-through where you normally pay.
Yeah.
So that's when I had to say what I wanted. I said it twice. Alafu ndio yeah, so that's something. Even to date, I'm still learning.
Who doesn't learn?
I'm still learning.
The moment you arrive here, it's like another school. You start learning from the airport to date.
Even pronouncing stuff. We went with a friend of mine, he's Australian, tukenda kubuy vegetables. In Kenya, tunazita lettuce. Mimi nasema
lettuce.
So I'm like, "What are you looking for?" "I'm looking for lettuce." I'm like, "What's that?" "Lettuce." So I try to
bring the picture on Google so that you can show them.
So nikaenda kwa hiyo place nikaitafuta nikaipata. This one. Akasema, "It's not lettuce, it's lettuce." I was like, "Okay."
Lettuce is the ABCD. What do you mean letters?
Then I asked him, "So if I go to the post office, what am I collecting?" "Letters." And I'm like, "Okay." So it's like
doesn't make sense. Letters.
Yeah. So you can learn. So you don't call it lettuce, it's letters.
What confused you most? I should ask that.
I would say ile ilinifanya confused mpaka ikanitupa out of my comfort zone. I think it was the rights the kids are given here in Australia.
They're like this.
Yes.
I know.
Because I remember, I think Mariana alikuwa in year 4. Sasa akakuja nyumbani na a paperwork. So she told me, some policemen from Sutherland police station walikuja shuleo just to tell them like what rights they have, how they should be treated at home. Alafu back home, like kama ukikosea, you get not like a harsh thing, it's like a smack to show you like you've done the wrong thing.
Kama wewe hujaipigwa basi hujapigwa. Mimi when ukikosea ni kuchapwa, viboko zinavunjika.
Sima mpaka madhali kwa na pipe.
Jaribu kushika mtoto huku.
Yeah. So when she came home akaniambia, "You know what, mom? I've got rights."
Whoa.
Akaniambia, "What do you mean you have rights?" Akanipatia booklet. If you smack me, if it had all this stuff like she's entitled to.
Oh my God.
And as a parent, you have to abide to it. Like Mimi, I was like, this is like, what is going on? I couldn't believe it. Like she had all those rights, you know?
I know.
Even to date, I'm like, the rights they have.
Wow.
It's different.
Is there any other thing that stood out when you ulikuja Australia that uliona tu kai, this is so amazing? Is it something, just anything unique that you saw?
I would say the opportunity. Because if you come to Australia and you're willing to work hard, utaenda mbali. Because opportunities are there. It's up to you to decide, like, are you willing to go all the way? Ama utaenda halfway through and give up on it.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, the best thing ever here.
Yeah. How about the environment? Is there anything that you see?
Yeah, also in regards to driving, kwenda kwa roundabout.
Oh,
because when you get to a roundabout, unafaa kupatia, give way to somebody on your right. But maybe at first you think that it was like fast come fast serve, because I was there first, like I have the right of way, but which is not the same thing.
Yeah.
Another thing is the pedestrian crossing. Whoa, in Nairobi. Hey.
Talk about that.
In Nairobi, in a pedestrian crossing, when unangojea gari pite, you're not even walking majestically. You have to run.
Yeah.
But here, anywhere you go, there's a pedestrian crossing. Like, you have the right of way, which is amazing.
Did you experience culture shock?
Oh yes, yeah. Especially, it's, I don't know how to say it. The way they dress. Like when my daughter was going to school, her dresses were, I don't know how to say, is it micro mini or is it how short it was? It doesn't matter if it's summer, it's winter, like the dresses were like
up to here.
It was, that was something else. Because in Nairobi, where I went to primary school, your dress had to be up, below the knee. Sasa huku kikuja, it's above, all the way up there. You're like, okay.
Yeah. Was it hard for you to adopt to that as an
really
African?
Because we fought like every morning.
Yeah.
I would tell her, you know what, it's too short. I said, no, everyone else, it's the same height for everyone else. But ukim drop shule, her dress is longer than the rest of the kids.
And she might get bullied or something. Yeah. And she wants to fit in.
She wants to fit in, especially for her.
Yeah. Did you experience bullying when you came here?
I think Lily experienced bullying everywhere. Like, if you go to the shops, if you go to the post office, at work, like it was practically everywhere. And then some people, feature, like they just do it like, like, you know what, you don't belong.
Then tell us one of the experience you witnessed.
Okay, because I went to the shops to buy something, and like, kuna line. So niko kwa line nangojea to serve you. Like, you see, the lady who's serving everyone, like, oh, how are you? How was your day? Like, she's really interacting with everyone. Hey, ilifika time yangu, her face just became something else.
Oh my God.
So when I said what I wanted, she was like, okay. Then I said, thank you. Like, she didn't even, like, ni kama uko hapo bad. It was really bad.
Yeah. Oh my God.
She never said hello. She never asked me how was your day or anything like that.
With all the experience that you've experienced here in Australia, personally, have you had some growth?
Compared to when I came to Australia to now, I've learned like so much. Because when I came in, like, I didn't have like friends, because nilikuja with like the family, but I didn't have any friends. Yeah. So to make friends, and I'm not like, and honestly, I'm not an outgoing type of a person. I like my own company. Yeah. So to go out there and make friends, it was quite a challenge for me. But the friends you get in our treasure, like, yeah. But with the situation at the moment, hatunani like we used to before. Yeah. Like, I have a friend in Manly I haven't seen for quite some time. We used to meet like every Friday for dinner or for drinks and all that. But at the moment, hatudonana for quite some time, which is not really good. I get it. Yeah.
Is it because of the pandemic, or do you feel like Australia has no social life?
I would say yes and no. But to be honest, in Australia, like, it's mostly time oriented. Yeah. You're working, then you've got a family. That time for social life, it's really limited. Yeah. Maybe Kamaleon, you can say, oh, we meet in a month's time. Yeah. So you look forward for that, like, in a month's time, utakutana. The next time you'll meet, you don't know.
What would you advise somebody who is looking forward to coming to Australia? Would you tell them it's a good place they can come, or would you tell them, nah, don't even dare coming?
From my experience, I will urge them to come. Because opportunities are here. Ziko mingi sana. But once you come to Australia, you need to put your priorities right.
Yeah.
Like, put them on a piece of paper. Unasema, this is what I want. This is what I want to achieve.
Yeah.
Maybe in 5, 10 years time, like you have a goal.
Yeah.
Because once you come to Australia, the peer pressure ni mbaya.
Yeah.
Because mostly utakuja, like we don't have, in Kenya, you don't have much freedom kama huku. Because if you come on your own, you've left maybe your brother, your siblings, your parents back home. Sasa huku uko na freedom, you can do whatever you want to. Kama umekuja kama student, just stick on that. Soma umalize. Because some people normally wakikuja wanapotea kabisa. You meet some friends who maybe they like going out, party, and they don't concentrate on their education. Alafu in the long run, kama hauendi shule, na career yako imeenda kabisa. Yeah.
Kuna kakitu uli experience kwa hii maisha ulifanya ukaona
I think I will say ile blunder, even to date, I normally say nikarudi nyuma, I have to nikublunder I was so trusting. Because when I came to Australia, mtu akikwambia kitu, you trust them, you don't think twice. Your trust unawapatia, unasema this is my friend. But at the end of the day, it cost me a big deal. Even to date, it just, I can't believe it. When you put your trust on someone, like kama una go through a hard time, you need to speak about it. Because natiki like mental issues, they are there, and people need to talk about them. Especially depression,
it's a lot.
Iko hapo. So if you feel down, maybe umeenda kazi, job imeku stress, you need to talk to someone about it. Maybe your personal life. If I'm going through a really hard time with my personal life, nimeku trust, I'll come and talk to you. But nikikwambia, I'm not saying that you put it on Facebook or Twitter. Or, I'm just telling you confidentially.
Don't usinianike.
Sasa huku mimi nililearn, nikikwambia my own shida zangu, what I'm going through. Sijui kama ni watu utafuta mabeste through kwenda kuanika mtu mwingine, or just to talk to your enemies about it. That is one thing that I learned. Iyo kitu, to date,
it crushed you.
It crushed me.
Sorry about that.
But they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
So what's your plan for the next 5 or 10 years? Do you plan to go back to Kenya, or do you plan to stay forever?
Because at the moment it depends. Because I've got niko na teenage na toddler. So lazima ningoje my toddler malize. Because teenage, sasa, she's independent. She can do practically so many things on her own. But the toddler, lazima malize primary school and the high school and the university. So when she's maybe independent kidogo, I might just go back and forth.
Would you rather invest here or invest back home?
Ooh, that's a tricky question. Because if niki invest hapa, I've got two daughters. And maybe they'll have families of their own. And if I invest at home, when I retire, preferably I would like to retire home. But
same case. 14 years gone.
If
you were to do it all over again from start, how would you do it differently?
I think I'll put my priorities first. Maybe set a goal on paper, not just in my mind. I say I'll do this and I'll do that. So nikeka my goal on paper and say, this year I want to achieve this. The next year I want to achieve such and such a thing. That is what I will do. And also I think I'll have kids. Ningepata watoto before then. Because at the moment, like my kids, the age gap, it's like 15 and a half years.
But that's a good thing, because the firstborn is taking care of the lastborn.
But if I could have done it a bit earlier, ingekuwa
nimemaliza chapter.
Nimemaliza chapter.
Do you usually unakaa tu kwa nyumba hivi una miss nyumbani? Ama you're so ozy?
All the time.
Who do you miss most?
I think my mom.
Oh, how long have you not seen her?
I think nilienda holiday in 2019, December. So at least I saw her for a month. But I think she's the person I'm gonna miss kabisa. Because with my mom kikachini, she can give you advice. Mtakula, mkunywe, like she's a really mellow person. So I think that's the most person I miss.
Did you mention any other brothers, sister apart from the one you mentioned? Do you have any other?
In total, we were 6 kids. I've got 2 sisters and 3 brothers.
Yeah. Plan yako ya future, unatafuta mtu ama unataka kukaa single forever? Uko wapi?
Well,
tunaweza tuma barua tuseme
at the moment, to be honest, at the moment maisha ni sasa nimefocus na watoto. Sina watoto like my youngest. Na focus na at the moment. So once she's a bit older, I might test the water, but I can't tell what the future holds, but I'll just wait and see.
Take your time, no rush. Swali ya mwisho.
Yes.
When you're alone in the house, unapendanga kusikiza muziki gani?
To be honest, it's funny. Music is a rock.
What? Okay, sawa. No judging.
Yeah, because mostly when I'm cleaning the house, my favorite group ni Linkin Park.
What?
I listen to them.
Oh,
like I listen to rock, it just inanipeleka a different dimension.
I know.
So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right. So, good to know. Nimefurahia kukuja kwa show yangu. Thank you so much for even hosting us.
That's all right.
Yeah, we appreciate everything.
Yeah.
And probably we might come back for more info.
That's all right. You're most welcome. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And it's a wrap. Bye.